from Table Topics while he finishes the evaluation
Yes.
for Brian. We call on you a lot.
Oh, we're going to take my spot.
Of course, the purpose of Table Topics is to test ourselves and see how comfortable we are just sharing our thoughts and who we are on the fly. It doesn't always need to be prepared. In fact, Toastmasters sometimes encourage us and says a scripted message could actually interfere with your connection with the audience because you're focusing far too much on yourself and being a package instead of just communicating. Most of what happens in life is going to be unplanned. So Table Topics helps us to be ready for the unplanned. Now it's not too scary because on our agenda we always have a theme and our Table Topics are always centered on that theme. Today, it's so nice that our topic is dream vacation. Because what would you rather speak about in the middle of your workday? Let's take our thoughts somewhere and think about a dream vacation. Our timer for the Table Topics session is still Kathy. Thank you so much for all those mini hats.
I appreciate you reminding me. Thank you.
You're welcome. And our table topic is usually somewhere between 1 to 2 minutes. So if you really don't know what to talk about when you think of vacations, just go 1 minute. You'll be fine. Dream vacation. The first person I would like to call up is David. David, you are such an interesting guy that I would like to hear your idea of what would be a dream vacation.
My idea of a dream vacation, probably not your average person's idea of a dream vacation. I bet you if you ask most people, they're talking about the beach and the sand and looking up at the sun and, you know, maybe a cocktail or two. A kite. Going to fly a kite. I actually haven't flown a kite in years.
It was 40 for me, so don't worry.
But typically my idea of the next vacation involves inclement weather and the outdoors. Just last December, I went snowshoeing up at Yosemite. You know, at 7,500 feet without my snowshoes, the snow was literally up to my chest. And with my snowshoes, I managed to stay afloat about my knee level. That was a fantastic vacation. Ran into an issue. My hiking partner's gloves got soaked through, and so I gave him my gloves. But then I was without gloves in the snow, and so I had to figure out something to do to make sure that I had fingers at the end of the trip. And that's my idea of a wonderful vacation. Some giant adventure. Adam Toastmaster.
Thank you, David. I always want to be reminded to take a giant adventure. For me, Toastmasters is often a giant adventure. Part of our adventure is we have to pack a few things along with us. Try to remember to use the word of the day. And our word of the day is pert. It looks like it has 2 different meanings. Maria, could you let us know about that?
Well, 2 different meanings. It has, one is daring, audacity, boldness, cheekiness, arrogance. And then on the other side, there's lightheartedness, buoyancy, resilience, perkiness. So you can take this either way.
All right. Used in a sentence, his pert remark about Batman led people to believe he was one tough cookie. Now, if you saw the movie Batman, you'll know there's one part where Bruce Wayne is sitting at a fancy dinner and someone asks him, what do you think about a guy that's a vigilante in the nights as well? Anybody that dresses up like a bat and can only come out and do it once in a night has got to be. So he made a pert comment. What do you thought? So there's the example of the word of the day. Our next contestant will be none other than Kathleen. Kathleen, I know you take vacations. You're welcome. Now, you don't even have to talk about reality. Your subject is best vacation ever. Best vacation ever.
Okay. My best vacation ever was a trip that I had taken to, which one was a couple of best vacations. I will say Cabo. It was very nice. The weather was beautiful at all times. We were there for 2 weeks. And the reason why we were there for 2 weeks is because on our way back to the airport, the plane had problems. So long story short, we ended up booking a hotel for an additional week because the plane had problems. It said it was fixed. They took off. Well, we took off and we had to circle back, and they wanted to work more on the plane. Needless to say, I was scared to death to get back on that plane. So we ended up staying an additional week. That vacation, as I said, the weather was nice. We did a lot of excursions. First time ever that I did the scuba diving. They train you in 6 hours to scuba dive and certify you.
Wow.
In a pool, and then take you way out to the ocean, probably about a half hour out, and throw you into the ocean. That wasn't my favorite part of that vacation. However, there was a lot of going to the coral to, what do you call that when you just go snorkeling? Now, that was beautiful. Did, as I said, different excursions, very nice, serene, pleasant. The people there are very, very nice. They always welcome new comers, you will. They can tell that you're a visitor. And it was just pleasant. Hotels were great. Service was great, and I would love to go back there again someday. Thank you.
Cabo thoughts this afternoon. Do we have a volunteer? Would anybody enjoy giving a table topic? Great.
I'd be glad to do one.
Alrighty, then I will time you.
I'm okay.
Oh, thank you very much. Alrighty. Kathy, I do have a subject for you.
You do?
Yes.
I'm going to ignore it.
You can. If my Toastmasters started the day with feats, I think I would ignore what she had to offer also. But we talked also about wife swap. I would like you to discuss a vacation that you heard of, either with friends or one you were envious. What would you like to? What vacation would you vacation swap? You want to steal their vacation?
Oh, okay. Thank you. I was thinking husband swapping. Or
No,
something.
vacation.
Where are we going with this topic?
Vacation swapping.
Okay. Well, speaking of vacations and vacation swapping, I'm going to tell you about my upcoming vacation. Sorry, David.
That's all right.
She wouldn't trade it with him.
Yes.
Yeah. Very good.
The end of May? I don't know when it is. It's coming soon. I am going to England for 2 weeks. I am so excited.
yay.
And here's how it happened. Every 2 years or so, as a niece or a nephew graduates from high school, I always make it a point to get a ticket and go and visit and go to the graduation, hang out with them, party with them, and all that. And this year, when I talked to my brother, he said, well, you can come to the graduation, but we're leaving the very next day to go to England. I said, oh, okay, no problem. I'll just leave the next day. The next thing I know, I'm getting an email from my brother's wife. Wait a minute, I want you to come with us. I'll pay your way.
Oh my gosh.
My brother doesn't travel well. He becomes like a nervous wreck and a real pain in the booty. So she says, if you come along, it'll make our lives much easier. It's worth the plane fare. So she says, please come, please come. So I agreed. I agreed to go. She bought my plane ticket. I'm waiting for my passport in the mail. And I'm counting down the days, even though I don't know the date. I know it's coming. And I had the time off of work. So I'm getting there. That is my dream vacation. It's coming. Thank you.
Wow. In personal notes, put that dream vacation includes all expenses paid. It will be so nice.
Vacation, the next one.
Would anybody like to volunteer? And you can. You can change the topic. Get creative. Brian, very wonderful. Come on up. All right.
Brian Lynch, the most astounding vacation you ever heard of.
Most astounding vacation I ever heard of, I actually experienced. Of course, it involved my granddaughter, Sophia. My wife and I went back to Florida, Orlando area, got on a Disney cruise ship. Let me tell you, that is the way to cruise. The staff are all wonderful, helpful. They have Disney princesses everywhere. She wore all her Disney princess outfits the whole trip. Well, except for her swimsuit. Then she took it off from that. But she got to meet Belle, got her signature, got pictures with her, got pictures with Princess Minnie. She did want to get a picture with Captain Hook for some reason, so I had to stand in on that one. So I got my picture taken with Captain Hook. But she's running around, and she was only 4 at the time, so this was a year ago. And she's always very perky and bouncy, and everybody loves her. And she's just a joy to be around, and like I said, makes us laugh every day with her little comments. They've got a little explorer area for the kids, so you can check the kids in. They put a little wristband on them so they can't get out. It'll be set off the alarms and everything, so they can't get out of the area. But they have a dance floor. The first night they let you go in with them, so you can see where they're going to be and what's going on. And well, when she goes into dress-up mode, she takes off her clothes and puts on her dress-up dresses. So we go in and they've got all the dresses lined up. She starts to take no, just get one going. No one needs to see your chummies. Just it's all good. And you get on the dance floor, and you get to the dance floor, and as you put pressure on it, the lights on the dance floor change, and it's this swirling colors. So you put your foot on there, and it changes the color, and you can see your pattern go around on the dance floor. So it's really cool, high tech and everything. You get a phone in your suite that you can use. They can call you, page you anywhere on the ship. When you go into the Disney island, it works there because they've got the wireless network set up. So your phone, you take it with you when you go ashore on the Disney island, and they can call you if there's any problems. And it was a fantastic trip. It's not cheap, but what cruise is. So, but it was wonderful. We enjoyed it, and I think that was the most awesome week we ever spent.
Yay! That may conclude our table topic session for the day, unless anybody's done to volunteer. Going once, going twice.
Volunteer.
Going off my feet.
We'll wait a while until one of them raises their hand.
No.
We're gonna sit here.
No. Do not scare the
This
guests. We have a rule. Do not scare the guests because it is such an honor that you return.
Nice doing that.
If you ever see us do things like that, it's because like Toastmasters wants every club to have 20 members, and you see some of us are doing 4 or 5 things. So every once in a while, when we're dreaming about a work vacation, it's more people, more hands. So we will move on to the better part of our meeting. Now we get to hear from our general evaluator and the evaluators.